So thank you, Petra Foundation, for believing in me and believing in the promise of 1 degree. And we really can't do this work without you and without all the supporters here tonight, and for believing in and risking and believing in taking a risk on the underdog. I've been an underdog all of my life, and I loved Grace's story, and it inspired me to tell a story that I wasn't going to tell tonight. So, I grew up as a low-income, undocumented immigrant kid, and I moved here when I was 8 years old. And I was also a huge troublemaker, because at that age, when you don't have enough, you kind of feel like you have to have valuables in order to feel value. So one day, I broke into my neighbor's house and stole some baseball cards. I was a really bad thief, really bad thief, because I was caught because my footprints were all over the place, and they're like, no other kids know exactly where to find the baseball cards. And I remember that night I slept in a shed because my parents kicked me out of the house, and it was raining, it was pouring, and I slept underneath cardboard. And that was a huge turning point in my life. I knew I had to turn myself around. Luckily, my neighbors did not press charges. And that probably saved my life. And another piece that saved my life was a teacher later down the line took me under his wing. And he connected me to the resources that I needed to really get by and make it through and survive. And without him and without his resources and without the connections that I got from him, I literally would not be standing here in front of you today. And he believed with me. But not everyone has this. You know what I mean? Not everybody has a teacher or a neighbor or a sister or a brother that believes in them and knows how to navigate the system and knows how to get you to the right resources that you need and right services that you need to survive. There are countless families and countless kids out there who need help but aren't getting it because the system, as Benita mentioned, is bureaucratic, it's a mess, it's a nightmare to navigate. In San Francisco alone, there are 6,000 nonprofit organizations. How can you even begin to navigate that resource? One of my kids, I used to work in a nonprofit organization. One of my kids came to me, she was a sophomore, bright, talented kid. One day she told me she became homeless. I was 25 years old at the time, I didn't really know what I was doing. I did a Google search for homeless services East Palo Alto, which is where I lived at the time. Maybe 2,000 search results came up. Nothing useful, nothing relevant. I felt incredibly powerless, and she felt super helpless because all she wanted to do was find a place to put her clothes at night or find a place to take a shower in the morning. But I didn't know where to turn. I knew that there had to be a better way to do this because people are using technology like this every single day to find the best Indian restaurant or to find the most amazing spa treatment. But why? It makes me so upset that we can't use the basic technology that we have to find the best food bank to feed your kids or to help a single father get a physical so he can apply for a job that makes sense for him. It drives me nuts to see that we have technology for the middle class, but no technology and no solutions for communities like mine. So that's what we're changing. And we're making it ridiculously easy for families to find the resources that they need, just using their phones or computers. And we're building kind of like a Yelp for nonprofits and social services so people can connect to the resources really quickly and easily. We've started this in San Francisco, and so far we've had 10,000 users on our platform, and we're growing every single day. So if you want me to bring this to your city, let's talk after this. I'm serious. So the important piece is that not just the connection piece. That's just kind of like our foot in the door. With this signals the power that we can give to people in low-income communities or people of color. We want to shift the power to the hands of folks because right now, the system works for the sake of the system, not for the people. the voices of the people in the system aren't being heard. So we're also elevating the voices of people in the system by allowing them to share their experiences about how they're using the social services that are out there in the community and the nonprofit organizations that are out there in the community. We want to elevate their voices so that their voices are heard. So just like my teacher believed in me, at one degree, we really have a deep belief in the power of the community and the people who are using the services every single day. And we believe that their voices should be heard in the social sector. And this defies completely the expectations of what we have for low-income communities today. But believe it or not, this community is able. And mark my words, there's going to be, and this is the start of a time where services are driven by the absolute belief that this community is able and can do it and has the ability to do so. And that's really what tonight is about. You all are here not just for fun and games, but because you believe in us, and you believe in this community, and you believe in the potential and the power of our community. So I just want to thank you all for believing in us underdogs. Without you, we can't do the work that we're doing. And thank you again to the Petra Foundation for this incredible honor. Thank you.